They say love is blind, but Adese's blindness cost her more than her heart. She was a 5-year-old beauty every man wanted, but she had two lovers, one rich, one poor. One gave her lies wrapped in gold, the other gave her truth, wrapped in simplicity. But Adese didn't choose peace, she chose pride. She mocked the man who loved her, and trusted the one who only used her. Until one day, love decided to teach her a painful lesson that money can buy comfort, but never peace. Adese was a beautiful young woman of 25. Her skin shone like ripe cocoa under the morning sun. Every man in the neighborhood admired her, but two men fought for her heart, Michael and Alex. Michael was gentle. He had no car, but he had peace in his eyes. He sold phone accessories at the market and always found a way to make Adese smile. Alex, on the other hand, was rich, tall, and proud. He drove a big black car and wore expensive perfumes that filled the air before he spoke. Everyone told Adese, "Be careful. Money is not love." But she laughed and said, "Who says love cannot wear designer shoes?" She loved Alex because he made her feel powerful. She ignored Michael's care, his prayers, and his small gifts. Even when Michael waited for her under the rain, she would hiss and pass by. Her mother, Mama Nkem, always warned her, "Adese, pride will break a woman faster than hunger." But Adese only rolled her eyes. She believed she knew better until the day love decided to teach her its own painful lesson. Michael woke up every morning thinking of Adese. He loved her more than he loved himself. Even when she insulted him, he would still smile and say, "Maybe one day she will see my heart." His friends, Obi and Uche, teased him. "Michael, forget that girl. She only loves men with money." But Michael would laugh and reply, "True love takes time. I will wait." He would save small money from his shop just to buy Adese meat pie and soft drink. Sometimes he would walk to her house with flowers from a street vendor. But when Adese saw him, she would frown. "Michael, don't you have shame? Go and make money first before you disturb me." Those words hurt deeply, but he never shouted. He just walked away quietly, whispering, "One day, you will understand that real love is patient." That night, Michael's mother, Nenena, found him sitting outside, looking at the moon. "My son," she said softly, "the woman who laughs at your struggle will one day cry for your success." Michael nodded. He didn't wish Adese pain. He only prayed she would one day open her eyes before it was too late. Alex was everything Adese dreamed of, rich, confident, and smooth with words. He called her my queen, bought her clothes, and took her to fancy restaurants. Her friends, Uju and Kamsi, admired her life. "Ah, Adese, you are lucky," they would say. "You're dating a man with class." But what they didn't know was that Alex's love was like perfume. It smelled good but didn't last. He flirted with other women, often ignored her calls, and lied with a smile. One evening, Adese saw a lipstick stain on his shirt. "Alex, who is she?" she asked. He laughed. "You worry too much. It's my cousin." Adese wanted to believe him, and she did, because her heart loved him too much to see the truth. Her younger sister, Chioma, warned her, "Big sis, that man doesn't care about you. I can feel it." But Adese snapped, "You're just jealous. What do you know about love?" Yet, deep inside her, a quiet voice whispered that something was wrong. But love, when mixed with pride, makes even the wise act foolishly. Mama Nkem sat by the window, peeling yam for dinner. She watched Adese walk in, smiling and holding a new handbag Alex had bought her. "My daughter," Mama said quietly, "did he buy your piece too?" Adese frowned. "Mama, what do you mean? Alex takes care of me." Mama sighed. When a man's love is too loud outside, it's usually empty inside." Adeze rolled her eyes. Mama, not everyone wants a poor man like Michael. Her mother looked at her sadly. Riches can finish, my child. But respect, that's what keeps love alive. Adeze ignored her, entered her room, and took selfies with her new bag. She posted them online with the caption, "My king treats me right." But Maman Kem's heart was heavy. She had lived long enough to know that a man who buys gifts may also sell lies. That night, she whispered a prayer. God, let my daughter see truth before truth breaks her. It was a bright Saturday when Alex invited Adeze to a friend's birthday party in Lekki. She wore a red dress that hugged her curves and heels that clicked like music. Everyone stared she looked perfect. But halfway through the night, she noticed Alex talking closely with another lady. They laughed, whispered, and even held hands when they thought no one was watching. Adeze's heart burned. Alex, who is she? She asked, her voice shaking. He smirked. Why are you shouting? You'll embarrass yourself here. Tears filled her eyes. Everyone turned to look at her, including her friends Uju and Kamsi. Uju quickly pulled her aside. Adeze, calm down. Don't make a scene. But Kamsi whispered, I told you he's not faithful. Adeze forced a smile, pretending she was fine, but her heart was bleeding. That night, as Alex dropped her off without a single apology, she realized her mother's words were beginning to come true. But her pride wouldn't let her walk away. While Adeze was crying over Alex, Michael's life was quietly changing. His small phone shop was growing fast. He had just opened a new branch at the junction. His friend Obi said, Michael, you deserve this. You worked hard. Michael smiled, but his heart still carried Adeze's shadow. Sometimes, he saw her pictures online smiling beside Alex's car, and it hurt. But one day, he said to himself, I can't keep waiting for someone who doesn't see my value. He decided to move on. Soon, he met Ngozi, a kind woman who appreciated the little things. She didn't care that his shoes were dusty. She cared that his heart was clean. When Adeze heard Michael was seeing someone new, she laughed bitterly. He's just pretending, she told Kamsi. But inside her, something twisted, something she couldn't explain. The man she mocked was becoming everything she prayed for. And life, as always, was about to teach her another bitter truth. Adeze's 26th birthday was coming, and she expected something special from Alex. She told all her friends, this time he will surprise me. I can feel it. On the morning of her birthday, she dressed beautifully and waited for his call. But the hours passed, no message, no gift. Even Michael, her old lover, sent a short text. Happy birthday, Adeze. May life treat you kindly. She smiled sadly, then deleted it. By evening, she couldn't take it anymore. She called Alex repeatedly, but his phone was switched off. She decided to visit his house with her friend Uju. When they arrived, the gate was open, and music was playing inside. Adeze's heart raced. Maybe he was throwing her a surprise party? But as she stepped in, what she saw froze her heart. Alex was dancing closely with another woman. The woman wore a ring. Someone whispered, That's his fiancé. Their wedding is next month. Adeze's phone fell from her hand. Her world went dark. Adeze walked back home in tears. The night was cold, but her pain was hotter than fire. Her friend Uju tried to hold her hand, but she pushed her away. Leave me, she cried. I gave him everything. Why would he do this to me? When she got home, her mother saw her face and gasped. Adeze, what happened? But Adeze couldn't speak. She locked herself in her room for days. She stopped eating, stopped smiling, stopped caring. Her father, Papa Obinna, shook his head. My daughter thought she was chasing love. She was chasing wind. One afternoon, her little sister Chioma knocked on the door. Big sis, she said softly. Michael came here today. He asked if you were okay. Adeze froze. Michael still cared, but shame filled her heart. How could she face him after everything she said? She sat by the window, staring at the dusty road, wishing life had a rewind button. Days later, Adaze gathered strength and decided to visit Michael's shop. When she got there, she almost turned back. He looked different. His clothes were neat. His shop was bigger, and there was a soft smile on his face. "Michael," she said quietly. He turned, surprised. "Adaze, long time." Her voice trembled. "I came to say, I'm sorry." He looked at her gently. "For what?" "For everything," she whispered. "For the insults. For ignoring you. For choosing wrong." Michael sighed. "Adaze, I've forgiven you a long time ago, but I'm not the same man you left behind." At that moment, Ngozi walked in smiling, holding a tray of food. "Babe, lunch is ready." Adaze's heart broke again. But this time, it was quiet. She forced a smile. "She's lucky, Michael." He nodded softly. "No, Adaze, I'm lucky. She saw what you couldn't." Adaze walked away, her eyes full of tears, realizing that losing Michael was her true heartbreak. Mama and Kem woke up early and found Adaze sitting outside, staring at nothing. Her eyes were swollen from crying. "My daughter," Mama said softly. "Crying will not change the past." Adaze wiped her tears. "Mama, I thought Alex was my dream man. He used me and left me broken." Mama sat beside her. "Sometimes, God closes a door not to punish us, but to protect us. You were blind to love because of pride." Adaze leaned on her mother's shoulder. "Mama, I feel empty. I hurt Michael. I hurt myself." Her mother brushed her hair gently. "It's never too late to start again. Learn from this pain. Become a better woman." That night, Adaze prayed for the first time in months. Her voice shook. "God, please heal me. Teach me to value what truly matters." The wind outside whispered softly, as if heaven heard her cry. Weeks passed. Adaze stopped calling Alex. She blocked him on every app and decided to rebuild her life. She started helping her father, Papa Obinna, in his small provisions shop. At first, people in the town gossiped. "Is that not Adaze, the big girl who used to follow rich men?" She heard them, but for once, she didn't answer. She worked with peace in her heart. Her sister Chioma smiled one evening. "Big sis, you're changing. You even laugh again." Adaze smiled weakly. "Pain makes people wise, Chioma. I lost good things because I thought I knew love." Her friends, Uju and Kamsi, noticed the change too. Kamsi teased. "So, our slay queen has turned humble girl?" Adaze laughed softly. "Yes, and it feels good." One afternoon, she looked at Michael's shop across the street. She didn't go in, she only whispered, "May God bless you, Michael, wherever you are." For the first time, her heart felt light. One morning, Adaze met a young man at her father's shop. His name was Toby, a customer who came to buy bread and milk. He was calm, polite, and full of laughter. "Good morning," he greeted. "You must be Mr. Obinna's daughter?" Adaze nodded shyly. "Yes, I help my father sometimes." From that day, Toby became a regular visitor. He helped carry heavy bags and told funny stories that made everyone laugh. He wasn't rich, but he had peace around him, the same peace Michael once had. Maman Kem noticed and smiled secretly. After Toby left one day, she said, "That young man has a good heart." Adaze blushed. "Mama, it's too early," her mother chuckled. "A healed heart still deserves love." Adaze didn't rush things this time. She took her time, watching how he treated people, how he spoke with kindness. For the first time, she realized love wasn't about cars or perfumes. It was about peace. Adaze was no longer the proud girl who once mocked true love. She had learned the value of peace and patience. Toby kept visiting her father's shop, and over time, a friendship grew between them, gentle and pure. He never rushed her, never tried to impress her with money. He just showed care through actions. One evening, it started raining heavily. Adayas ran outside to close the shop windows. Toby appeared with an umbrella, smiling. "You'll catch cold," he said softly. She looked up at him, her heart trembling. That small act meant more to her than all the expensive gifts Alex ever bought. When he held her hand that day, she didn't see luxury, she saw love. At home that night, Mama and Kem smiled knowingly. "See your face," she teased. "Peace looks good on you, my daughter." Adayes laughed shyly. "Mama, this time, I want to love right. It is round." One sunny afternoon, as Adeze helped customers in the shop, a familiar black car stopped outside. Alex stepped out, looking surprised to see her wearing a simple dress and smiling. "Adeze," he said, "you look different." She nodded calmly. "Yes, Alex, I finally grew up." He tried to hold her hand, but she pulled back gently. "I don't hate you, Alex," she said softly. "You taught me what love is not. I thank you for that." He looked confused. "You're not angry?" "No," she smiled. "I was angry at myself for chasing noise and ignoring peace, but not anymore." Alex sighed and left quietly. For the first time, Adayes didn't cry. She felt free, truly free. That evening, Toby came to walk her home. She told him everything. He said, "Everyone has a past, Adeze. What matters is what we do after we learn." And for the first time in her life, she felt safe. It sighed. Months passed, and Adeze and Toby became inseparable. He met her parents and treated them with deep respect. Papa Obinna said proudly, "This one has sense. He speaks truth, not pride." One weekend, Toby knelt before Mom and Kem's house with a small ring and said, "I may not be rich, but I will protect her heart with my life." Adeze's eyes filled with tears as she nodded yes. Their wedding was simple but beautiful. Michael and Ngozi even attended. He smiled at her and said, "I'm happy you found peace, Adeze." She replied, "Thank you for teaching me what love truly means." That night, Adeze stood outside her new home, feeling the cool breeze touch her face. She whispered to herself, "Love is not about money. It's about peace, patience, and respect." It is Lee. Moral lessons. Never look down on genuine love because it comes in simple clothes. A peaceful heart is worth more than a wealthy liar. Life will always teach you softly if you listen, painfully if you don't. True love is not loud. It is gentle, kind, and consistent. Don't chase people who make you question your worth. Love the one who makes you feel safe. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more. Bye. See you in my next video. Love you all.